Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Helladot coming back at you with another playthrough, or continuing my playthrough of Fallout 4 Fah Harhbah DLC. And Captain Avery's right here, we'll talk to her.
It's hard to believe before you came here, all hope seemed lost. But now we've taken back homesteads. People are finally coming together. And all of it, it's all because of you.
Because I'm awesome.
You give me too much credit.
Hardly. With all you've done, including the captain's dance, I guarantee you, generations from now, we'll still talk about you. My people are so mired with their own concerns, I don't think they even realize that you saved us. All of us. Anything I give you or do for you, it just isn't enough. But take this, and thank you.
Oh, that's actually kind of decent, I'm not going to lie. If I didn't wear a giant suit of armor, it might actually be decent, but I'll play around with it later. One thing I forgot to do. Yep, sorry, I'm going to interrupt you.
Brooks.
Mr. Brooks,
Bait shop, help you.
sell me stuff.
Let's trade.
Here's what I got.
Oh. Get that. Definitely keeping the rescue diver suit.
Bait shop's got everything you need.
Alright, and then... I remember there being something else. Am I just crazy? I'm sorry, I'm just gonna look through these missions, but apparently I'm... sorry. Apparently I'm done with most of everything in Fah Harhbah. Apparently they like me so much that I don't really need to do anything else, so we'll just continue with the main driving force of the game. I'm just going to talk to Velma just to double check. Right here.
Harbor's safe as it's going to get. You ever get a gnawing in your belly to do something crazy? Reason and sense keep steering you clear?
If you abandon your common sense, it rarely turns out well.
That's good advice, but I don't think I can take it. You're the only mainlander I'd ever tell of this. So hear me out. The Red Death. May have heard of it. The big monster lives beneath the waves. Only strikes when the fog is thick. People think it's some drunken sailor's tale. But no one goes sailing when there's a fog on. In their bones, they know there's something out there.
Yeah, I suppose the Red Death could exist.
Good. An open mind. With my business here done, and knowing someone like yourself, I seek to end this unholy terror. Dozens of boats over the long years been claimed by it. I mean to hunt this Red Death. Are you with me?
Absolutely.
Count me in.
Bring whatever weapons of death and mass destruction you got. Meet by the docks. You take your boat, I'll take mine. This trip is going to test our mettle more than anything.
This dude's walking. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna follow her out. This sounds super interesting. Not gonna lie. I'm actually kind of stoked for this.
Mariner, please. I heard about this expedition of yours. We need you. Please, turn back.
The hull's strong, and one more rifle won't make a difference.
Mainlander, if the Red Death's real, we can't afford to lose you both.
Do you really think it's dangerous?
Every now and again, some fool goes hunting for the Red Death. Sometimes they come back empty-handed, but more times than not, that's the last they're heard of. The hunt for the Red Death has taken its share of drunks, but it's also taken the lives of our mightiest men and women. Please, Don't throw your life away.
Consider your warning delivered.
If there's nothing I can say, good luck.
She seems kind of confused as to where to go. Alright, Velma, I like you. Gosh darn it.
Mariner.
I'll meet you there. The Red Death is going down.
To Red Death Island. It's an island. She's going for her boat, but I don't see any other boats out there, so... And this boat is going mighty fast in reverse without anybody steering it. This autopilot is some pretty beastly stuff. And apparently I can't jump worth a
You
damn.
read me, Mainlander?
Yepers.
I've plotted a safe course for your boat. Don't tamper with it. The shoals near where we're headed can easily capsize a boat of your size. I'll catch up to you.
Not gonna lie, this should be pretty interesting. I have absolutely no idea what to
Much
expect.
further, Mainlander. When Auntie Stacy told others of her brush with the Red Death, they laughed at her. Then 2 weeks after, a full fishing boat never came back. From the beach, they saw the...
Okay, so I'm past the lighthouse that was here. Huh. And there's some docks there. Anyway, sorry.
on the horizon.
Clearly it's floating in the air.
To end the reign of the Red Death's terror my whole life. Wrecks all around it. There.
Oh wow, yeah, there's like 3 or 4 fucked up
You
boats.
see it, right?
Sorry, messed up boats.
Meet you there. And get prepared. It can't be. That's the Red Death?
Are you sure this is it?
It's got to be the red glowing eyes. I mean, when the fog's thick, that little fella is deadly in his own fashion. The shoals around here are treacherous. A middling captain with a mite of curiosity would run aground for certain. And this far from shore, that'll end you.
Yeah, let's get on with it.
Well, he's a menace, so he's got to be put down. But what do we say to all the folk back home? I meant this to be my last great adventure. Instead, if we tell the folk back at town, I'll be a laughing stock.
It never pays to lie.
Easy for you to say. You don't have to live with those louts. Ugh, let's go. I thought I got this for you to celebrate. I didn't think it would turn out like this.
Oh goodness. Well, I like it, but I gotta save her right here just because I'm gonna come back and visit this later, because it's probably gonna lead to Mirelurk Queen popping up.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
There's seriously nothing else here? I mean, I'm gonna check the boats here, but I doubt I'm gonna find much else outside of like random supplies. I'll be honest, I'm actually mildly disappointed too. I hope I'm attacked by like a Mirelurk Queen or something as I'm heading back. But that, like, Mirelurk was mad small. Of course. Yeah, it seriously just went all the way around the island. Alright.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
I really hope something else comes out of this mission, just because that was severely underwhelming. Oh, whatever. Alright, we'll begin our approach again to the island. Receive a hero's welcome. Really? I really, really, really hope there's more to this quest.
They're here. They're back.
Did you find it? Did you end the scourge of the seas?
So,
He's probably gonna turn to me and be like,
and we found, the Red Death. It was a Mirelurk. A bit, smaller than we expected.
So as big as one of the queens?
Well, smaller than that.
What? Like a giant hunter? Them's big too. Huge claws.
Well, no.
So how big are we talking?
A bit bigger than a dog.
Dog? The Red Death is a tiny little crab?
Oh, well then. I'm glad you brought the mainlander. Otherwise, you'd be dead for sure.
You need a mini nuke? Or 3? Big game.
I knew it.
They're here. They're back.
Did you find it? Did you end the scourge of the seas?
So, we set sail, and we found, the Red Death. It was a Mirelurk. A bit, smaller than we expected.
So as big as one of the queens?
Well, smaller than that.
What? Like a giant hunter? Them's big too.
You're looking awfully... Where is the person?
Hey, Bertha.
Captain's dance was supposed to only be the stuff of stories.
What the hell is a synth, anyway?
Excuse me.
I'll be damned if I give up on taking back my land. And
Those crab shells are supposed to help us out.
Huh.
Stim packs. Fully stocked.
Mariner.
Seems like the end of the road. Every time we've talked, you've given me a lot to think about. I've been stowing away gear and supplies for a final journey into the deep. But now all they'll say is what a fool I am. After all I've learned.
So what's your plan?
I'm working on it. I mean, at the end of it all, what's worth doing in your final days? What's worth leaving behind?
This is your decision, Mariner.
No matter what happens or what goes down, you were a true.
I feel I feel bad for Velma.
Guns, ammo, and souvenirs.
I hope the harbor's being good to you.
You know of anyone that could use some help?
Maybe ask Mitch at the last plank. Some people at the end of the docks might need help too. Everyone calls them the dregs.
What's the history of this place?
Well, this whole dock used to belong to the Mariner, when the fog started getting thicker. Family by family, homestead by homestead, people were kicked out of their homes inland. The Mariner was kind enough to let people stay. The harbor just kind of grew out of that charity.
What's there to do in town?
Brooks sells general goods. Teddy writes in back of his shop, and he can patch you up if you need it. Besides that, the last plank's a popular stop for booze and what have you. And lastly, well, if you need a gun, see Alan Lee.
I have to go.
Be well.
Alright. Still slightly overwhelming, but...
Mark my words.
Hey, Mariner.
Just need to make it through the day.
Alright, she's gonna drink herself into oblivion. Nah, I mean, whatever. Well, let's see if this dude has any missions for me.
Cassie Dalton says she's the oldest on the island. Again.
Ah, Tink didn't mean anything by you, Mitch.
I swear, her tale's a menace. Does she even know it's attached to her bleeding hide? Looking a mite too sober by my estimation. I can fix that. Fine.
Let's see what you have on tap.
Now that's what I like to hear. Ha!
Alright, nothing I want.
What's up, Mitch?
Booze for the belly or bunk for the night? You look like you need an ice cold Vim.
No thanks.
Or for the rest of us.
Okay, I guess that's it for main quest in here. I know Avery said to talk to him, but there's truly nothing else to do, so... I guess we'll just fast travel to the main storyline. I still got Nick with me, so... I mean, honestly, like, when I looked at the data, yeah. No. Nope, nothing else. I knew the missions would run out sometime, but I didn't think they'd run out quite so quickly, I guess? I don't know. They said there's tons of people to talk to, and it's above the fog, but... Huh. Pretty solid wall. And Nick is stuck in place. Sorry, Nick. Yeah, it's been a called? Observatory. That's right, that's what I figured out when I was here last time. So I'm just taking a quick look around. Just want to see if there's anything worth possibly looking at, but apparently a bunch of the... Not a bunch, but a handful of the entrances are...
No accounting for taste.
Not there. Vim! Or Vim? Is it N or M? Vim. I messed up. I said Vin. Vim. Vim. Alright. Well, I'm not going that way. Requires a key. Also requires a key.
You know, when I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us.
So glad I have Nick with me.
Really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own. And I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
All right, DiMA. We'll humor you.
DiMA?
This all started over a century ago, when we were first created. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
We'll talk later. This is a lot to take in.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
what she is isn't important.
But it is. It's everything. Imagine just looking at your own hands and having to wonder, was I born with these? Or were they manufactured? None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie. That someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be
So
something
she
else.
is?
One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
I'm a human being, not a synth.
Are you sure? I don't mean to question you, but what's the first memory you have?
I could be kind of a bastard and do. I'll say you first.
Tell my life story to someone I barely know. Let's hear your answer first.
I was in a laboratory, in the Institute. They were pulling pieces of my head out. Something about wanting to test some neural process. That was every day for months. Strapped down, operated on, and then I was out. The Institute has fail-safes to strip memories that could identify where they are, how to find them. But I do remember being quite content. I was free. That is my earliest memory. Now, yours?
I was with my wife. We were getting ready for the day. I had to take care of my boy.
That was a long pause.
And, well, a lot's happened since then.
But no memories before then? No childhood? Your first best friend?
Good empathize for
Kiss? That's usually a sign. Data is easy to migrate, but feelings, that's a hard thing to transfer into another mind. Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that you will be accepted here. Whatever you decide is true for yourself.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi. She's usually working down below. Is there anything else you need from me?
I'm in all three of these places, and I don't. I'll just say I'm into the Institute. I do like the Institute. They're not terrible. They're misguided, but we'll say I'm in.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, DiMA. I'm in the Institute.
That's quite an admission to make. I'm used to the Institute striking from the shadows. I'll say this to you. I'm not your enemy. I only wish to live here, in peace, with my people. As a scientist, can you not see the value of independent synth life? You have a chance here to witness how wondrous that could be. All you have to do is do nothing.
Sure, why not?
Don't tell your fellow researchers about us. Don't tell them we're here.
Fine. I'll keep your secrets for now.
Thank you. Now, was there anything else I can do for you?
I'm in the Brotherhood of Steel. And we have plenty to say.
I'm just gonna do all these dialogue options and just get this over with.
Dangerous. Those who've used us, tried to replace humans with my kind. They're dangerous. All we want is to live in peace. On our own. See for yourself. Walk through Acadia. Talk to my people. We aren't a threat to anyone.
All right. I'll reserve judgment for now.
Thank you. Now, was there anything else I can do for you?
I'm gonna save this right now, and this has gone quite a bit longer than I anticipated. But I'll answer that final question in the next video, and we'll explore Acadia at that time and push forward with the main storyline of the game. Until then, this is Haladoc. Peace out.